from here.
Does it pop up on?
It will, yeah. It'll probably be in reverse. Welcome, everybody. This is Intro to Social. Do you want to do it from there or over here? It's totally up to you. And
where's the camera?
It is this one. It's filming from here.
So is it looking this way or?
It's looking at me.
At the screen.
Right.
So should I come over there?
Yeah. That's what I was
okay.
saying. If you want to do that, and then you can just click from there.
Do you just use the arrows like this?
Yep. That's it. And you're welcome to sit if you want.
That's fine. So for my place of being a racial minority, I chose my workplace. I work at a company called Rogue. It's in Columbus, Ohio. I just hit
the next one here. Yep.
So I chose the ethnic group that I chose to identify will be African American or Black. Common stereotypes amongst this group. Sometimes you hear that all Black people are ghetto or thugs, that they're angry or drug dealers, or it's constantly assumed that if African Americans have money, white people will assume that they got it illegally, lazy, unpunctual, and uneducated. Feelings, reactions attached to being the racial minority in a workplace setting. You can start to feel like you're a part of a caste system when all of the people above you are white or the same race. Sometimes coworkers can make semi-racist jokes or comments without realizing what they just said was racist. Black employees have to be careful to manage their emotions. Black employees appear to have a shorter leash. Experiences while being a racial minority in a work setting. Black employees typically get fired at a more frequent rate. White coworkers typically get promoted at a faster rate than Black. There'll be open racism, like jokes, statements that are made at work. Then like the overall feeling of just being a part of a caste system. Differences in cultures. Black culture consists of acknowledging hardships that come with being Black. Creativity, oral tradition like speech, protest, music, and the slang that we use. Clothing or the way that African Americans dress, fashion. Black culture is a culture that is generally open and doesn't gatekeep.
And that's the end. Cool. Thank you. I'm seeing if I can get into the video. Kind of. Thank you for presenting. So I share this one a lot though. Is I lived in El Salvador in Nicaragua for a couple of years in 1999 and 2000. It was part of our service learning semester. I only share that as that was often my experience with I clearly stood out. I was the gringo down there. They would call you gringo, and just kind of dealing with my own, I'm different and it's clear. I also did the internship in Over the Rhine where I lived for a while, but it does teach you a lot about yourself and how to react and find ways to, obviously people that are disrespectful are probably sick in some way, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
And I know that it is also something that in America, we're such a melting pot, they say, or a mixing. Well, there's so many of us from so many, my ancestors came from Germany and Ireland in 1901. And I even for a while, they said that the Irish in New York, different things going on. And in other countries, current day, they say that there's still a lot of challenges. You mentioned the caste system that actually comes from, I believe, India.
Buddhism and all that, but I think the one that I'm referring to is more the social class that you're born into. I think when people that are Buddhists, when they describe, I think they more so make it based off their beliefs and stuff.
Right. Yeah. So last year I went to visit India with the social work department in Miami University, but we visited there and in India. You're right. It has Buddhism and Hinduism, but there's different levels still. And I know some people hope that would go away, and even the way they treat women and things of that nature. So anyway, I just wanted to have a bit of a commentary, or if people have questions at the end, they can ask you, I guess, on Schoology, or did you have any questions for me before we finish up?
I didn't know that was.
I know, isn't that crazy? I don't know
Yeah.
how to turn that off either.
It's actually pretty cool, but
It is.
I mean, I was just gonna ask you on my grade because I know there were two of the discussion posts when I got the due date mixed up and I turned it late.
Right.
So
That should be fine. It looks like you have a pretty